There's no need for complicated setups or expensive hardware. The ultimate goal? To distribute Pi coins to millions of people around the world, making it easy to use digital currency in everyday life. Imagine buying your morning coffee, paying for services, or even trading goods with Pi, all from your phone. In just a few years, Pi's user base has exploded to over 60 million people. That's more than the population of many countries, and it's still growing fast as more people join the movement. But there's a catch. Right now, these coins aren't fully tradable on open markets, which has sparked a lot of debate and curiosity about what they're actually worth. Some people are hopeful, while others are skeptical. Pi Network is more than just a financial experiment, it's a social one too. It's testing whether a currency can gain real value from the strength of its community, and the usefulness it brings, rather than just from being rare or hard to get. As the project continues to develop, it's fueling a mix of excitement, confusion, and wild predictions about its future price and potential. People are watching closely to see what happens next. Pi Network promises to democratize digital money for everyone, but it also asks its users for patience, optimism, and a little bit of faith in its long-term vision. Whether it will change the world, or fade away, remains to be seen. But for now, it's one of the most talked about experiments in the crypto space. Now, about that headline-grabbing number, $314 to $159, this is the global consensus value, or GCV, a figure Pi's community believes could be the value of one Pi coin, if everyone agrees. The GCV is a rallying point, symbolizing a challenge to traditional finance and a hope for life-changing wealth. Some merchants even list goods at GCV prices, trying to make this value real within the Pi ecosystem. But remember, this number isn't official, nor recognized by exchanges or the Pi core team. It's a community-driven aspiration, not a market reality. The big question, can this dream survive when it meets the real world? Why $314 $159? It's a clever nod to the mathematical constant Pi, 3.14159, just without the decimal. As Pi's community grew, some proposed setting their own price, leveraging their numbers for collective bargaining. The GCV became a symbol, promoted by influencers and fueled by hope, rumors, and viral social media campaigns. Some even claimed Pi's co-founder endorsed the GCV, though the team has avoided price speculation. This mix of symbolism, rumor, and community energy blurs the line between hope and reality. For many, believing in the GCV is a badge of loyalty, but separating fact from fiction is tough for newcomers. Let's get real. What's Pi worth right now? Pi coins are still in an enclosed mainnet, meaning you can't trade them on major exchanges. Some small exchanges list Pi IOUs, letting people speculate on future value. These IOUs trade at about 25 cents, nowhere near the GCV. The gap is staggering. GCV is over 1 million times higher than the current speculative price. IOU prices reflect what a few traders are willing to bet, not the dreams of the community. If Pi were worth $314 $159 per coin, its market cap would dwarf the world's entire economy. That's why most analysts call the GCV pure fantasy. For now, the market is betting on a much more modest valuation. This huge gap between GCV and market price has split the Pi community. GCV believers insist collective agreement can set the price, dismissing low IOU prices as irrelevant or manipulated. Realists focus on market data, seeing 25 cents as a more plausible starting point. They worry that hyping GCV could damage Pi's reputation and set up newcomers for disappointment. Online, debates rage between the two camps, faith versus pragmatism. This internal conflict distracts from building real utility on the platform. The core question, does value come from belief or from market forces and utility? The answer will emerge when Pi finally hits the open market. While the community often gets caught up in heated debates about Pi's potential price, the core team behind Pi Network is taking a very different approach. Their main focus isn't on speculation or hype, but on building real lasting utility for the currency and its users. They believe the true value comes from what you can actually do with Pi, not just what people hope it might be worth someday. The team's vision is to create a robust, thriving ecosystem where Pi is seamlessly integrated into daily life. Instead of chasing a specific price target, they're working to ensure that Pi becomes genuinely useful, something you can spend, trade, and rely on for real-world transactions, both online and offline. A cornerstone of this effort is KYC verification. By making sure every user is a real person, not a bot or duplicate, the team is building a foundation of trust and security. This is crucial for businesses and developers who want to build on the network, knowing they're interacting with genuine users. With over 15 million users already KYC verified, Pi is rapidly becoming one of the world's largest digital identity networks. This massive verified user base opens up new possibilities for secure transactions, digital services, and even new forms of online collaboration. To support this growing community, the Pi team is actively nurturing a developer ecosystem. They've released tools like the Pi browser and the Pi SDK, making it easier for developers to create apps and services that run on the Pi network. This encourages innovation and helps bring more practical use cases to the platform. Initiatives such as Map of Pi 2.0 are connecting local businesses that accept Pi as payment, making it easier for users to find places to spend their coins. This not only drives real-world adoption, but also helps small businesses tap into a new customer base. Regulatory compliance is another top priority. The team is working to ensure that Pi can integrate with traditional financial systems, rather than operating in legal gray areas. This approach is designed to build trust with regulators, businesses, and users alike. Looking ahead, the Pi team is also exploring how artificial intelligence can enhance the network. AI could help with everything from fair value distribution to improving user experience, making the ecosystem smarter and more efficient. Ultimately, their focus is on long-term, sustainable growth. They want Pi to become a lasting part of the digital economy, not just another short-lived trend fueled by speculation. By prioritizing real-world utility, security, and compliance, the Pi team is building a foundation that's far more grounded than simply chasing a fantasy price. Their strategy is about creating real value for millions of people, now and in the future. The most anticipated event in the Pi network's journey is undoubtedly the launch of the open mainnet. This moment has been years in the making, with the community and developers working tirelessly to build a secure, scalable, and user-friendly blockchain ecosystem. The open mainnet represents a major leap forward, not just for Pi, but for the entire crypto space, as it aims to bring blockchain technology to the masses in a truly accessible way. At present, Pi operates on the enclosed mainnet. This means users can send and receive Pi within the network, use it for in-app purchases, and participate in the growing ecosystem of Pi-powered apps. However, Pi cannot yet be traded on external exchanges or converted into other cryptocurrencies or fiat money. This limitation has created a sense of anticipation and excitement among the community, as everyone awaits the next phase. The transition to open mainnet will finally unlock the ability to trade Pi on major cryptocurrency exchanges. This will connect Pi to the broader crypto world, allowing users to buy, sell, and exchange Pi with millions of other crypto enthusiasts globally. It's a crucial step that will determine Pi's place in the digital economy. The official launch, currently expected in February 2025, marks a huge milestone for the Pi network and its global community. This date is circled on calendars around the world, as millions of pioneers prepare for what could be a transformative event in the crypto landscape. With over 60 million users and 15 million KYC verified members, Pi's community is one of the largest and most engaged in the entire crypto industry. This massive user base gives Pi a unique advantage, as it already has a vibrant ecosystem of real people ready to use and support the currency from day one. However, the open mainnet launch also brings significant uncertainty. With millions of users finally able to trade their Pi, there's a real possibility that many will rush to sell, especially those who have been waiting for years. This sudden influx of supply could create downward pressure on the price, leading to volatility in the early days of trading. The real test for Pi will be whether demand from new buyers, investors, and businesses can absorb this initial wave of supply. If enough people see value in Pi and choose to hold or use it, the network could stabilize and even thrive. Partnerships with merchants and integration into real-world applications will be key to driving long-term demand. The road ahead for Pi is both exciting and filled with challenges. The transition to open mainnet will test the resilience of the community and the strength of the project's vision. Volatility, uncertainty, and risk are all part of this next chapter. Soon, the true market value of Pi will be revealed for the first time, as the world watches to see if this ambitious project can live up to its promise and reshape the future of digital currency. Step outside the pie bubble, and experts are clear. The 314,000 bonders $159 GCV is unrealistic. With billions of coins, that price would create a market cap beyond the world's economy. No crypto has ever achieved value just by community agreement. Real value comes from utility and adoption. Critics warn that hyping GCV damages Pi's credibility and scares off serious partners. The Pi core team urges caution, focusing on building utility and warning against speculation. Believing in GCV sets people up for disappointment and financial loss. The market will decide the price, and it won't be anywhere near GCV. Hope is fine, but don't base your financial future on a fantasy. So, what's the bottom line on Pi Network? It's a bold project with a huge, engaged community and a team focused on real-world utility. There's genuine potential, especially in regions underserved by traditional finance, but the GCV dream is disconnected from economic reality. The gap between hope and market facts is massive. Don't confuse the two. Be optimistic, Mind Pi, and support the ecosystem, but stay grounded. Don't expect overnight riches or make financial plans based on speculative prices. Pi's true value will come from its ecosystem, not a magical number. Focus on real progress, utility, business adoption, and quality apps. Be hopeful, but protect your financial well-being as Pi's story continues.